guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. This review is for Baddies South Season 2, Episode 11. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Let's just get right into this episode because there was a lot of drama that went on. So Natalie and Rollie end up getting into a physical altercation because Bree invited Slim and Rollie to come back to the house because both of them were threatening to leave. And so Bree didn't want that to happen, so she invited them to come to the house to have a conversation with Natalie before they end up going out to enjoy the rest of the night. And Rollie and Natalie got into an argument because Rollie feels like Natalie is the one planting seeds and causing all the fights that go on in the house. Like, Rollie feels like Natalie is behind all the fights that have went down so far. And I actually do believe Rollie when she says that, and I agree with her because of the fact that a lot of the reasons for the fights we don't get to see. It happens off camera, and that's why I feel like Natalie's the one that's causing all the fights. And I do agree with that, and I was glad that somebody actually had the balls to call Natalie out because a lot of the times the ladies act like they're too scared to confront Natalie because they either want to be on her good side because they want to be able to come on to another season, or because they feel like they might get kicked off the show. I don't know the reason, but a lot of the ladies never want to call her out, and I was glad that Rollie decided to do it. But Natalie was getting really ballsy when it came to Rollie. She was raising her voice a lot, and I know Natalie, if you've watched her on Bad Girls Club, you know how she is. She likes to play it up for the camera, so her raising her voice at Rollie and getting all hype like that was definitely because she wanted to make the scene more entertaining, which it definitely did work. But Natalie is the one who ran up on Rollie first, and the two of them started fighting. Listen, both of them snatched each other's wigs off. I saw Rollie punching Natalie in the face. I think Rollie ended up having her lip bleeding or her tooth bleeding because she said that it got scratched during the fight. I don't know. She said it wasn't Natalie who, ended up making her lip bleed because Natalie was trying to make it seem like she was the reason her lip was bleeding. Either way, the scene was entertaining to watch. Listen, Natalie running around the house yelling another $500,000 was really taking me out because, come on, Natalie has not changed at all since we met her in 2009 on season 4 of the Bad Girls Club. She is literally the same person, and I was just dying laughing when I was watching her running around that house yelling $500,000, slamming the door to the bathroom, yelling while she was in the bathroom. That shit was funny to me, and I actually enjoyed watching it. Once the fight between Rollie and Natalie was broken up, all of a sudden, out of the blue, Chrisean decides to want to fight Slim again. And listen, I know everybody likes Chrisean, and I like Chrisean too, but is the reason for everybody liking Chrisean just because she can fight and she's always ready to fight? Because I'm not saying that it's a negative trait to be able to fight, but I just feel like that's all Chrisean ever wants to do. It's like she's not enjoying herself unless she's fighting, and I just feel like she really needs to get some type of help for that because you shouldn't always want to fight all the time because there was nothing going on between her and Slim for her to want to fight her. She was saying how Slim lets Rollie fight her battles, and listen, I have not seen Rollie fight Slim's battles this season of the show. Maybe on the previous show that they were on together, Rollie was fighting her battles. I don't know because I did not watch it. But on this season, I didn't see Rollie fight Slim's battle. I saw Slim run up on Chrisean on her own. Rollie was nowhere in sight when that took place. And so even though Slim got beat up, I don't think she's scary. And I just don't know why Chrisean was saying that to her. It was just out of the blue. I feel like Chrisean saw somebody fight, so now she has an adrenaline rush and she wants to fight. So the first person she looks over at is Slim. And so, I just really wasn't feeling that. I do like Chrisean, I do, but I just feel like the always wanting to fight all the time and always having to have some type of drama around you in order for you to have a good time. It's just weird to me. I feel like Chrisean definitely has star power. People really like her, but she needs to get out of that relationship with Blueface, get herself together, maybe seek some therapy because she did do an interview recently where she spoke about her life, and I definitely feel like therapy could probably help her, and she just really needs to get herself together because she really could make it. People really do like her, and not off the strength of Blueface. Nobody cares about him. Even if he was out of the picture, she would get support. So I just feel like she needs to stop worrying about the fighting all the time. As entertaining as it is, I just feel like it's just too much. I feel like the Zeus network doesn't really know their audience when it comes to certain shows, because they showed Anne in the shower washing her butt and nobody really wanted to see that. I mean, maybe some people did want to see it. Hey, whatever floats your boat, that's fine. But I just feel like most of the people who watch this show are women. I could be wrong, but I feel like most of the people who watch the show are women, and we really don't want to see that. Like, this is not OnlyFans. So I just was confused as to why they added that in the episode. When the ladies all get on the bus to go to Bourbon Street to have a good time after the fight between Rollie and Natalie, Jayla decides to confront Bree on inviting Rollie and Slim to come to the house to have a conversation with Natalie. She felt like Bree shouldn't have done that, and Natalie felt the same way because she said the same thing to Bree. And she was basically telling Bree that she understands that she's trying to be neutral, but she should be calling out Slim and Rollie for the bullshit that they do. And I really have yet to see Slim and Rollie do anything that they need to be called out for. Like, tell me I'm wrong, but I just haven't seen them do anything that they needed to be called out for at all. Like, am I missing something? And I just feel like Jayla has no right to be telling somebody who they need to be calling out and who's wrong and who's fake and who's phony and who's moving funny when she's been moving fake and funny this entire time. So I just don't know why she thinks that she can talk to people like that. And guys, I feel like Bree is going through something while this was filming, because usually she wouldn't let people talk to her like that. She didn't let people treat her like that or talk to her like that on her season of Bad Girls Club. And so I just feel like maybe she was dealing with some things while she was on this season, or she just changed and she's just not confrontational. But she needs to learn how to stop letting people talk to her crazy, because they've been talking to her crazy on this season so far. And then Jayla was talking about how she wanted Slim and Rollie to go home, or at least one of them to leave. And it's like, if they go home, it's not going to be an entertaining show to watch anymore, because Chrisean and Slim and Rollie are the only ones who have really made this season watchable. And without any of them, this season wouldn't even be watched as much as it is. It would flop just like the first season did. So honestly, I just don't know why Jayla thinks that she should have a say in who gets to stay and who gets to go. Like, I just don't get that. If they leave, the season's not going to be entertaining anymore. They all end up going to Bourbon Street and they're having a good time, although Bourbon Street wasn't as packed as it usually is when we see it on shows. I've never been, but it looks like something fun to do, and a lot of the times when I see it, it's really packed. There's a lot of people. It's really crowded. This time there was really barely anybody there, but it was fun to watch them hang out on Bourbon Street. Rollie from Bad Boys ended up showing up, and he had a good time with them, and he kind of lightened the mood a bit because the ladies had some tension with each other. And then they ended up going to this club. It was funny because when they got on the mic to talk at this club on Bourbon Street, there was crickets. Like, nobody was cheering for them or anything. And I just thought that that was a little funny, awkward moment in the episode. But it was fun to watch them go out. Most of the time, the fun parts are when they're out doing stuff, because when they're in the house, it's really not that entertaining to watch unless somebody's fighting. But I did enjoy watching them go out and enjoy themselves on Bourbon Street. Now, there was these big ass snakes on Bourbon Street, and the ladies were having the snakes put on them. And when the snake got put on, Slim, she freaked out because, she's really small. This snake is bigger than her, and it probably could have swallowed her alive. So I can understand why she was freaking out about it, but it definitely was funny to watch. At the very end of this episode, Chrisean ends up getting arrested. There's chaos going on outside. I don't know why they needed all these police for one person, but yeah, she ended up getting arrested. She did say in a previous episode that she was being hunted by bounty hunters and she was trying to dodge them, and it finally caught up to her, and so she did get arrested. It was really sad to watch her get arrested. She was crying, she looked like she was scared, and I just really felt bad for her. I hope that she gets her life together to where it needs to be so she can go on to the next level, because like I said earlier in this review, she has star power. She has support from people. People don't even like her because of her relationship with Blueface. They like her for her, so hopefully she gets it together. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Baddies South. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. I really enjoy reading you guys' thoughts on these episodes because, listen, some of you guys need to create your own review channels because that's how good you guys' reviews are. You guys make really detailed responses to what you thought about the episodes. So let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you all so much for the support. I appreciate you all, and until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.